be fair, baby. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep, and I'm training, I've been focused. Tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
They'll try the left side. Milton. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
On 2nd down, Milton. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw here. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56 is the mic. Man, I got you.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
56, the mic.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Here's Spiller. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now Spiller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. This is Spiller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
56 is the mic.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the set.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Deep rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Ready? Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They run with Spiller, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, it's Miles. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Miles, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
And it's 3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Strip that ball.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
56 to Mike.
Hit it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Check, 52's the mark.
2nd and 10.
You like to get tapped.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Get it.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Rock it.
Check. Lucky.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shit. That's the way. That's the way.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 20.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run it with Spiller. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards.